All right, I believe we are live. Hello, hello, hello. We are live. Let me go out here and get my friends in here on Instagram. While I'm doing that, hello, Facebook. Welcome to the party. Hello, YouTube. Welcome to the party. If you are not following me, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I am certainly excited to be here. Let me just hit this go live button on Instagram so I can. Hello, Instagram is in the building. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. It's your girl Dory on purpose, and I got some exciting stuff for you today, baby. I got some exciting stuff for you today. So come on in, come on in, come on in. I'm going to take a moment to share this live, and I hope you will do the same. Let me make sure I'm live on Facebook. It's saying I'm not live on Facebook. It's saying I am live. Oh, I am live. Okay, we good. We cooking with grease over here. All right. Hey, y'all, what's going on? What's going on? Let me share this live and let my teammates know that I am live. Let me share one more time to my stories. Okay, hold on one second. All right, share. And let me just share it one more time. Hello, as you come in. If you're coming in on Instagram, what's up, girlfriend out in Chicago? I got my Chicago girl out there. What's up, Margie? Hello, everybody. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. The weather getting nice, and I'm working on getting this summer body together. What's up, Yvette? Where you been, Yvette? I ain't talked to you all day. I feel like I'm missing something. Let me know where you're coming in from in the comments. I'm checking out my lips. I got a new combination. I put a little deep love down the bottom, and then I took something from my Stylo Connection, one of my reds, and put it in there. I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Type of one in the chat if you're feeling good today. Type of two in the chat if you just having a crazy day. But while you're figuring out how your day was going, I'm going to go ahead and get started because I don't want to be before you long, but I'm definitely going to be before you strong. Now, I stole that from somebody. I saw it on the internet, and I thought it was so cool. Let me know. Put a one in the chat if you can hear me clearly. I don't want to be doing all this talking and y'all can't hear me. Can somebody let me know you can hear me clearly? YouTube, how y'all doing? Make sure you're liking and subscribing over there on YouTube because I'm going to be bringing you some amazing content about how to get pretty, get paid, and be well traveled. Is that okay? We're going to talk today about getting pretty. And listen, a disclaimer from the door. Men can be pretty too. Well, handsome. So, okay. So we're talking not only to women, we're talking to everybody today. All right. So let me jump right into this conversation. What'd you say, baby? You can say hi. Come on. You're the one I'm doing it for. You can say hi. My grandson wants to say hi, and then we're going to jump into this business, okay? This is my grandson, Marty. Say hi.
Hi.
All right. That's who I do it for. He said, can I say hi? I said, why not? Close my mom door. Close my door. All right. I want to start off just, I'm going to show you a short video. It's about 5 minutes long. I want you to stay through the whole thing because it really will help you to understand why I'm so super excited. Right after this video, we're going to get into a few minutes of conversation. And guess what, baby? We're going to talk that talk. Guess what? What's up? Hello in the Windy City. What's up? That young man always on my hip. He don't give a daggone where his mother is. Long as he know where his grandmom is, he is fine. Girl, y'all see me just do that? I turned that fan on because your girl having a hot flash. Let's go. All right, let's get into this here video. Let's just keep it moving here. Let's go.
Why pharmacy is six bullets. Number one is the product, the variety, the elegancy, the quality, the affordability, the range of products that all makes the number one the product. Number two is the opportunity, the compensation. The best comp plan in the industry. If you don't know about it, then you're gonna see it very soon. And a well-maintained one, a sustainable one, not a one that gets changed or needs to be updated. We just modernize it with today's world, but we have the spine and the engine like strong and always there since we started. Number three, service. Top level of service, top level of shipping. 24 hours. We aim to pack everything and ship it out. We aim to answer your calls and your messages within a very, very fast time, and to have a great, great, great stock ratio. We don't have stock out problems like many other businesses or companies because we build the stock ourselves. We produce the stock, and we produce those stocks packagings too, and we produce those labelings as well. We produce everything in house in our factory. Number four, it's about trust. You can trust this company because it's a family business. It's been around for 74 years because we are financially very strong. And you can see this from our investments, from Pharmacity, from our local offices, our local things. She's been into our multiple different local offices and distribution centers. You can trust because we are very transparent. Everything's open. You can meet the owners. You can come and visit the factory itself inside. You can go visit the offices. Everything is there. And there's nothing to be hidden. You trust pharmacy because it's a family owned and a family managed business. You can trust pharmacy because it has people in the company and top leaders still here since the day they joined. 15 years, 10 years, 5 years, 8 years, 12 years. They're all still here. Um, you can trust pharmacy because pharmacy has succeeded in every single market it opened. We don't depend on one market.
Wow.
We don't only depend on China. We don't only depend on the US. We're everywhere. You know, our biggest market doesn't even bring quarter of our sales or global sales. So everything is distributed in different markets, different geographies. So it's safe. It's really safe.
That's good.
Um, and five, it's very innovative. This company is very innovative. We're very modern. I'm 29. My brother is 31. We're the youngest management team of any other direct sales company in the world.
Can I clap for that? Can you clap? Yeah. I would clap for that.
And we have our own technology company called Farmasi X. We have our developers, we have our software engineers. In the last 15 years, we've detected every single area that can be a potential threat in a long-term network marketing business or a direct sales business, and we have in-house all of them. Not to go and chase third parties to help us or screw us. Like our software, like our IT, like our packagings and factory and manufacturing. Everything is in-house. And number six, we're global. Over 35 markets, 4 continents. You can build your business globally. Strong presence in every country.
No, I'm still on.
It's a global business and it's a global company now. Not on paper, but in real life. It's a real global business here. So these are the 6 reasons of why Farmers.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. And we feel it, we see it, and we know it. That's why I confidently walked away from a place that I could have stayed to come here, because I see the future here with Farmers. Thank you for making this a place for us to call home.
All right, all right, all right. I think I could stop that right there. I think y'all got enough information to know you're in the right place at the right time, baby, with the right people. Somebody say right place, right time, right people. I'm here today because I'm super excited. I am super excited to have an opportunity to share with you something that was shared with me just about 7 months ago. And I promise you, in all of my 28 years in the network marketing industry, I believe that this is the best opportunity that I've ever laid my hands on. And I'm going to share with you why. I'm going to share with you why I decided after being away from the industry for about 4 years or so and making a vow that I would never come back, why I decided that there was no way, shape, or form I was gonna miss this. No way, y'all. No freaking way was I gonna miss an opportunity to be a part of this amazing journey. So I want to reiterate some of the things that were said in the video, okay? Because I think that those are the reasons why you need to decide to get started. Now, before before I go into details, I'm trying to clean my glasses, y'all, because I can't see y'all. Okay. Before I go into details, let me tell you this, and this is going to trip you out. The opportunity that I'm going to share with you tonight, you can get started for $5. Now, sometimes I even hate to say that, because sometimes when you hear $5, you think it's a $5 opportunity. And I really don't want you to go away thinking that I'm coming here telling you about a $5 opportunity. I wouldn't waste my time, energy, and money if I didn't think that you couldn't make some money and somebody can potentially get free. Somebody pipe free in the chat. No, I'm coming to you to tell you about the opportunity. And just because you're in the right place at the right time with the right people, you can set your business up tonight for $5. So let's reiterate some of the things that were said on that video that made me say there's no way, shape, or form that I'm going to say no to this opportunity. But before I do that, let me tell you a little bit more about me and why I'm somebody who you may want to follow. Again, my name is Dory Ray on all of my social media. Hey, Roger, on all of my social media platforms, I am Dory on purpose, because I made a vow a long time ago that I was going to be transparent, that I was going to be intentional, and that I was going to live my life on purpose. I knew that life was life, and at the time when I decided to become Dory on purpose, and I had to expose myself and show some people some things about me that I wasn't so proud of, but I knew, hey, Keisha, I knew that only through that exposure would God be able to take me to the levels that he wanted to take me to. See, I'm a girl who grew up in the era where we did everything our parents told us to do. Now, if you could relate to this, type of one in the chat. I am 61 years old. I'll be 62 in September, and I was born in 1964. So I'm a baby boomer. Thank you so much, Keisha. I'm a baby boomer. I'm the person, I'm part of the generation that still did what their parents told them to do. So my mother and father, and I had the best. They told me, when you get up, you want to get you a good education. You want to parlay that into higher education. Then you want to go get a good job. Anybody hear that story? Because I know we all grew up with the same story. So I was very obedient. I was actually deemed mentally gifted. I didn't know that meant that I was going to have some mental illness down the road, that mental thing came with some mental illness. But I did that. I graduated from the top high school in Philadelphia at the time, the Philadelphia High School for Girls. Any girls, hot girls out there, hello, how you doing? And then I went on to graduate with my Bachelor of Business Administration from the Mecca, Howard University down in Washington, D.C. Now, let me put a disclaimer out there. I did not graduate summa cum laude. I did not graduate magna cum laude. Your girl graduated, thank you, Lordy, because Dory Ray liked to party, and I did just enough to get by. Anybody understand? I did just enough to get by. My parents almost was choking me out. Man, they said, if you don't come on up out of there, okay. So anyway, I did graduate, and I came out, and after floundering around a little bit, I didn't get a job, baby. I got a good job. Somebody put good job in the chat. See, I got a job that everybody else wanted. I was a pharmaceutical sales rep for almost 2 decades, 17 years. I was the person who went to your doctor's office and taught them how to look, how to prescribe medicine to you. That should scare the hell out of you, because I was also out partying, doing my thing, having babies. You feel me? I was living my life. So life was going. I was making 6 figures, baby. I was doing what I do. Okay. I was having a good time. I was making money. I had 2 daughters. I bought a house. I was living the American dream that turned out to be a nightmare. Okay, let me explain to you why. Although I was making 6 figures, I was driving a company car. Let me tell you something. If you spend more money than you make, you're still broke. And that's what I was doing. I was broke at a higher level because, see, I was a single mom. I had purchased a house, and my girls had to have everything because I was so into keeping up with the Joneses. And then I did not understand that something was going to show up on my doorstep that I was not prepared for, and that I was not expecting. And it came in the form of major depression. And for years, and there's some people on here who knew me during that season of my life, for years, I suffered with depression. I have been 302 twice. I told y'all I'm transparent. If you can't handle it, baby, you might be on the wrong page. I've been 302 twice. You know what 302 is? That's when your people decide, oh, they don't know what to do with you, so they turn you over to the authorities. See, that's the girl you're talking to today. So I knew that if God brought me back from that, it was for a reason. That was many years ago, but during that season, I'm going somewhere. Somebody type in the chat, she going somewhere. During that season, I got a call from my cousins, Pam and Vernon. I always give them credit because I didn't know all this was going on. My cousin Vernon called me and he said, my family called me Bobby. So he said, Bobby. I said, yeah. He said, are you open to making some extra money? I'm going to repeat that. Hello. Yeah. What's up, Vern? What's up, Bobby? You open to making some extra money? Now, let me explain to you where I was at the time. I was sitting on the couch, sitting between Peter and Paul. Peter, y'all ever heard about robbing Peter to pay Paul? I was knocking them both off, okay? Because I was robbing Peter to pay Paul. Then I robbed Paul to pay Peter. I was living from paycheck to paycheck on a 6-figure income in a company car. Let me tell you something. Don't think because you see somebody with a 6-figure income that they balling, because I was that girl, okay? So when my cousins, I was going through the depression. I happened to be coming out of a depression when they called me. And guess what I said? Heck yeah, I want to make some money. And they invited me to a meeting. I walked into that meeting 28 years ago. My daughter, who is 30 years old, was 2 years old. I can still remember her pressing her face up against the window saying, Mommy, don't go, don't go. But I had to go because I was at my wit's end. I was broke, busted, and disgusted. So I had to look at opportunities. I went to this meeting, Keisha, and nobody in there looked like me, a bunch of white men. Can we just keep it a being? A bunch of white men, and they would talk that I had never heard before. Here was a girl who knew the streets back and forth. I ran them streets, baby. Here was a girl who graduated with a bachelor's degree from Howard University. Here was a girl pledged sorority, pledged fraternity. Here was a girl who graduated from the #1 high school in the city of Philadelphia. And nobody, here was a girl who had the best parents that you could ever ask for. But none of them knew enough to tell me that wealthy people did not trade hours for dollars. The first time I ever heard that is when I walked into that meeting that night. And they told me wealthy people don't trade hours for dollars. They earn 2 types of income. What's up, Shavonda? They earn 2 types of income. They earn passive. Oh, that's Shay. What's up, Shay? They earn passive and residual income. So I'm sitting back now, y'all. I'm like, damn, man, I don't know nothing about this, right? So I learned in that room last night that I could make money like Michael Jackson and Oprah Winfrey. Let me explain what I'm talking about. Michael Jackson made a song. Y'all remember that song called Billie Jean is Not My Lover? If they play it on the radio today, they got to cut a check to a Jackson. Because residual income puts you in a position to leave an inheritance for your children and your children's children. So Michael's been dead longer than many of you have been alive, but his children still collect income from records he made when I was a little girl because of something called residual income. I knew after that night that I wanted some of that. I had never known. And up until then, all I knew how to do was trade hours for dollars. And I had a good job. Okay. And then I learned that I could make money like Oprah Winfrey. Like, what? They said, do you know if you learn how to do something and you then turn around and teach somebody else how to do it, that you can get paid for that effort as they do it? Let me break that down for you. So Oprah found her a Dr. Oz, a Rachel Ray, a Susie Orman, a Nate Berkus, a Ayanna Von Zant, and she taught them how to go do their thing on the platform that she kind of invented. And after a while, she owned her own. Do you know, she didn't know all those people was going to go away to make millions. But you know, every time they made $1, they had to throw her back a dime because she put them on. Somebody say, put me on. Somebody say, put me on, Dory, put me on, because I'm going to take you right now. I'm going to jump into the future. So I walked out of that. I'm going to jump into the present. I don't know how to jump into the future. I walked out of that meeting that night fired up. I was like, oh, baby, 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 I'm going to get me some of that. I had to have it. I was broke, busted, and disgusted. I was a single mom with 2 kids. I had a mortgage that was failing. I was in foreclosure. Peter and Paul was naked on my couch. I had robbed them so blind. I knew I had to get some. I jumped into the industry and I fell in love. I fell in love with the process. I fell in love with the fact that I could help other people make money as I made money. I fell in love with the process that I was getting my time and my energy back, and it just was up from there. So I want to jump into right now because and tell you why I decided after walking away from the industry, not because I didn't love it, but life again. You know what I mean? My father got very sick during the pandemic time. My father was diagnosed with dementia, and I decided to move into his house and become his full-time caretaker. And I did that until the day he closed his eyes in 2023. And then I was sitting back going, okay, what now? And I had tricked myself into thinking I don't want to do network marketing no more because, you know, there's a little thing called people. Somebody type people in the chat. The best thing about network marketing is people, but You know the worst thing is the people too. But you got you got to do what you got to do because you got to deal with people on your job too, right? So let me get to this story. So Nikki, my sponsor, shout out to Nikki Robinson, my girl Nikki, who made $1 million in the industry, but also became a very good friend of mine in the process. So me and Nikki had both got a little fluffy. Somebody say fluffy. I ain't saying fat. We had both got a little fluffy. So we had decided we're gonna start walking together. And on our walk one day, what's up, Robin Copeland? What's happening, Yvette Murtha? So during our walk one day, Nikki said to me, did you hear about Coach Stormy? Now, if you don't know who Coach Stormy is, then I would suspect that you live on Mars, but that's okay. Coach Stormy is the #1 female network marketer in the world, and I had been around her for quite a bit because we have ran some of the same companies together. I ain't run like she ran, but I was there, okay? So she said, I heard Coach Stormy about to bust a move. I said, that's nice. She said, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna call this lady named Sheila Monique, and I'm gonna get down with her. I said, good, Nikki, because I'm not getting back in network marketing. I don't have time, energy for that. I don't want to do that. I'm going to go get me a job. Imagine that at 61 years old. I was lying to myself. So Nikki says to me, true story. She said, okay, cool. But will you help me? I said, Nick, you my girl. I'm going to help you. You know how we roll. As God is my witness, on the way home, I'm thinking. I said, damn, I'm going to sit back and watch Nikki make another $1 million and help her. Now, you might have been born at night, baby, but you wasn't born last night. I called Nikki back and said, let me talk to Miss Sheila. I had never heard, well, I had not even gonna lie, I had seen her on Instagram, but I didn't know who she was. I said, Nikki, tell her I want to talk to her, trying like I was all important. You know what I mean? Let me talk to her. I had made a couple $100,000 in the industry, nothing like Coach Sheila and Coach Stormy, but let me talk to her. Let me see what I want to do. Right? Flexing, Robin. I was flexing with no money in my pocket. Can we talk? So anyway, long story short, I talked to Coach Sheila. Nikki got in. I got in. That was back in August. 7 months later, baby, it's been up and stuck. What's up, Nikki? Nick, I was just talking about you. It was up and stuck. There was no way I was going to watch my girl Nikki make another $1 million and link up with Coach Stormy and Coach Sheila Monique, and I'm sit back and watch it. No, but not on my watch. So I decided to jump in, and I want to talk to you about this amazing company called Farmasi. Somebody type Farmasi in the chat. See, Farmasi is a company that's been around for 75 years. And the only reason why you don't know about it is because we ain't tell you yet. But baby, let me tell you something. They are the rookie and the vet. I love saying that because they're the vet because they've been around 75 years. They're over in Turkey as the #1 network marketing company in Turkey. Not only that, wait till I show you later on. They just the baddest company in the land. They own all their own facilities. They own a facility that is as big as 15 football fields where they manufacture, grow, and make all their own products. They don't depend on anybody for anything. No white label products, none of that. Everything is done in-house, even down to the fact that when we go to Turkey in April, we're going to be staying. You daggone right, Nikki, we the dynamic duo. When we go to Turkey, we're going to be staying at a facility on our property. The CEO is 29. The president is 31. So let me tell you what excited me. 6 things I got excited about. I think if you started earlier, you heard it in the video. Number 1 is it's a product, it's a company I can trust. You know, I'm in the industry. This is my last run, y'all. I'm 61 years old. I say it a lot, and y'all probably say, why does she say that so much? It's very intentional because I have an affinity for women over 50. I want women over 50 to know that it's never too late to be great, baby. I'm having a hot flash. That's why these bangs are sticking to my head. So don't talk about me when I leave. I'm going to turn the fan just to fall off. Y'all stick with me. Somebody blow. Okay, so I'm very passionate about women over 50 knowing that they can do something even at their age, because we still the aunties and we still young and we still fly. So I wanted to know that this was a company that I can trust. And I found out that this company was built on legacy. See, this is a family company where the founder, Dr. C. Tuna, understood the assignment back way many years ago. He wanted to change the face of the pharmacy in Turkey. He did his thing over there. He became the first pharmacist to bring natural, healthy products, safe products, clean products. And when he passed away in 2017, he left this business to I can never say the names wrong, his grandsons. 29 and 31 years old. So I knew that the company would be innovative. That's the second reason I could trust them, because it's a legacy company. Somebody put legacy in the chat. It's a legacy company. I knew that it would be innovative. I knew that they would have all the technology. I knew, what's up, Kalia, girlfriend? I knew that this is a company that I can trust and that will stay up with the times. And baby, let me tell you, since I've been in, everything state of the art. Everything state of the art. At the website, everything. They do everything top notch and everything, baby. We are with the times. Everybody say they bad. Okay. The third reason I decided to get involved is because this company, well, we're going to come back to that. The third reason I decided to get involved is because this company is global. Somebody type global in the chat. See, I didn't want to be with a company where I could just do business in North Philly and North Dakota. I wanted to know if I want a partner in Germany, can I get a partner in Germany? I'm very excited today that we signed up a partner in Brazil yesterday, and she's so excited. We opened up Germany yesterday, and Coach Stormy and Coach Sheila and all, we're so excited. See, this company is in 40 different countries. And I heard him say in the video, y'all, let me calm down. I'm so excited. I heard him say in the video that they have never failed in any market that they've ever entered. They do things right. And it's very noticeable. So far I told you I like them because I can trust them, because they're innovative. They stay with the times because they have young leaders, and that they're global. The fourth reason is because of the service. See, when you order a product, it goes out the same day. If you need customer service, they take care of you. See, I wanted to be with a company that I knew would take care of me as a business owner, because that's how I consider myself, a business owner. Okay. So I wanted to know that this company was not going to let me down from a service perspective, and not going to let my customers down from a service perspective, because that's very important to me. Okay. The next thing I want to talk to you about is the fact that the opportunity pays. Somebody said, put some money bags in the chat, put some fire in the chat. I'm talking about big time dollars, baby. I'm talking about when I show you this compensation plan. What's up, Malika? Where you been all day? I've been trying to get in touch with you. I'm talking about, I don't care what network marketing company you're with now. And I love network marketing companies. Everybody find your own thing. But if money is what you're looking for, let's go dollar for dollar. Give me a call. Let's compare comp plans. Let's compare products, because a lot of y'all sitting in companies. Can I talk to my network marketing friends for a minute? A lot of y'all are sitting in companies where you're not getting paid what you're worth. And a lot of y'all are not in the industry today because of your last experience. Don't be me. Okay. Matter of fact, be me. Don't be who I almost was. I almost said no to Nikki because of an experience I had in the past. I almost let that rob me of an experience that I'm having right now. That's going to take me into my future. Don't be that person. Don't be that person who doesn't want to give it one more shot. Don't be that person who don't think you still got gas in you, because baby, you do. Y'all, what these bangs doing? Because I can't see them. They is stuck to my face, baby. Let me tell y'all something. Let me digress for a minute, because we're going to have some fun up in here. I be having these hot flashes, and I just, my daughter's going to braid my hair, right? And I can't slow down my business. I went and got a wig, but baby, wigs and hot flashes. So anyway, let's get into the money. Somebody say, show me the money. Okay. But before I show you the money, let me show you the money lady. Somebody type money lady in the chat. Money lady in the chat. Let me tell you something. I don't even know why I had a hiccup for 1 minute when Nikki said to me, Dr. Stormy Wellington is making a move. See, she had been with her last company for 11 years. She was the only person, one of very few people that I saw stick and stay in the industry. She was one of very few people that I saw just plant her seed and do what she does. And she had stayed there for 11 years. So I knew that if she decided to make a move, it was going to be like a bust a move kind of move, if it makes sense to you. And Dr. Stormy Wellington had already helped 139 families become millionaires. She's a multi-millionaire herself. I knew that Dr. Wellington, I was sitting at home thinking one night, I said, why is she doing this? Because I know she don't need no money. But you know what I know about her? She cares about the people who she mentors. There were people behind her who wasn't making money and didn't have the potential to make money. So she jumped in again. Somebody, that take a lot, baby, for a woman who is financially stable. I mean, she ain't all her bills, I bet you, on auto pay. She didn't have to come back in this industry, but she said yes again for me, for Nikki, for Shay and Malika. That almost sound like TK when she say Shay and Leah, right? So anyway, let's talk about the fight. So thank you to Dr. Stormy Wellington for having the courage and the guts and the grit to do what she does on a daily basis. That is a picture of our facility right there in Turkey. I told y'all it's the size of 15 football fields. It's a swimming pool and a hotel, all of our manufacturing facilities. But along with that, we even have another facility in Miami. I think I have a picture of it here. Our facility in Miami, state-of-the-art facility. We're going to be going out there in September, and many times before that, I had an opportunity to visit this facility, and I was just impressed to this level. I'm telling you, everything that I've learned about this company so far has made me want to say yes again and again and again. There's some of the countries that we're doing business in, but let's get into this comp plan real quick. Oh, before we do that, I want to say something. One of the other things that I loved about this company is that they pay you with experiences, and they develop communities where people not only can make money, but people can feel like they belong and that they're enhancing their lives. See, one of the ways they pay us is through exotic trips. They are my coach and Coach Sheila Monique. Shout out to Coach Sheila Monique. I love you, Coach. You're just amazing. And Coach Stormy, you know I love you. Been loving you a long time. They just came back, and our coach Erica, I got to give it up for Coach Erica as well. They just came back from an all expense. I'm talking the hotel, air, lodging, all meals in the Maldives, a private island in the Maldives. They had to take a private jet just to get from the airport to the actual facility. See, our company is paying you to enhance your life, and you start to develop these communities as you build leaders around the world, and you start to travel together. You know, the people you travel with become your homies, right? So they build in community, and it just don't get better than that. But on top of everything, somebody say, show me the money, Dorian. Show me the money. We're going to talk about products in a minute, but I'm going to show y'all the money, and then I'm going to come back and show y'all the products. I just want to do a little different today, if that's okay. And I'm going to be done in like 10 minutes, okay? So give me 10 more minutes. Let me talk about this opportunity, okay? I don't know how big this presentation is coming up on the screen. I'm not going to go over all 10 ways we get paid, but I want to talk about 3 ways we get paid because it just blows me away. Somebody type, I'm blown away. One of the things that blew me away initially is that when you start up, now when I started with a product kit that cost $19.99. I bought it here so you can see it. So this kit came, it was packed full of all kind of goodies in here, just beautiful. I mean, everything they do with a level of excellence. I had samples of my skincare in here. I had samples of my hair care products. I had all kinds of gifts and things that I could use to service my customers. I was impressed from the very beginning, right? But what the other thing that happened immediately is that I got a free, somebody type free in the chat. I got a free website. Now, here's what I want to tell you. Every time somebody goes to my free state-of-the-art website, remember we talked about innovation, young CEO, young president. Every time someone visits my free state-of-the-art website, I get a 50% commission. Can somebody type in the chat where they do that at? 50% commission. So let me explain to you what happened when I first started. I'm going to take this down for a minute. When I first started, I'm a member of Delta Sigma Theta sorority. I just really wanted to see my bangs and make sure they wasn't sticking to my head. I'm a member of Delta Sigma Theta sorority. I love my sorors. I love my sorority. When I got started, I reached out to my line sisters. Shout out to Auspicious 38. And I said, I just started a new business, and I need y'all to go out and buy one lipstick. My line sisters went crazy back there, and I sold over $1,000 in lipstick in 1 week. Hey, Sadia, $1,000 in 1 week. And out of that, it was over $1,000. My commission during that week was $549. I'll never forget it. I was like, I can't believe I just made this money in 1 week because one bought one lipstick, one bought 2 lipsticks, one bought a lip liner, and together they bought over $1,000 in products and from the gate because my website, and it pays out every 3 days. So they didn't all go in the same day. For their first month, it was like day after day after day with little drops going to my bank account. I was like, I'm going to like it here. Okay. And it's been going on ever since then. So 50% retail on commission. Commission on retail. Now, of course, I'm a builder. I like to help other people. I want to find 12 women, particularly women over 50. But if you're under 50, I will work with you. Don't get it twisted. But I'm really passionate about women who are in their second stage of life. Maybe you're an empty nester. Maybe your children are off, they done got married, and you're trying to figure out what the next thing is. Maybe you're newly retired and you still got a lot of life in you. Maybe you want to find out how you can get into this community and get some of these free trips. I don't know what your why is, but I want to help you. I'm looking for 12 women, and I want to help you to do what I do because I'm having so much fun and making good money. I can't make income claims, but we're doing all right over here. Okay. So let me tell you what happens when those women. So say for instance, I'm in business and Saudia, Malika, and Nikki become my business partners. Not only do I get paid on my volume, but I also get paid as they use their own products and as they influence other people to use them. So they'll pay me anywhere from a 3 to 25% commission on the entire root volume. Last month, Nikki and I's organization did, I think, just shy of $40,000 in volume. My organization alone did about 32,000 in volume. And I got paid 25%. Somebody say, hello, somebody. Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody. So if you're looking for a way, now here's what I get excited about. Let's get through this comp plan. I talked about the group bonus. So you get in business, you put some people in business, you get paid on their efforts as well. That's that Oprah Winfrey money I talked about. I'm not going to get into all these other bonuses. They're not going to make sense to you, but I do want to talk about this. It's all the way over there, so I can't show you. Do you know not only do they pay you in the compensation plan, but as you begin to help other people make money and climb the comp plan, after you help one person do what you do. Let me stop. You get the 25% director, they give you $1,000 bonus. I got that already. You help, and I haven't even been here 8 months yet. You help another person get started, help them get to director, you get another 1,000. I got that already. Thank you, Donna Saunders. And this month, my goal is platinum because all I got to do is help 4 women get to 25%. Will you be one of them? We just getting the month started, and I want to show you how you can position yourself today so that you can be in a position to travel with me in 2026, make money, maybe could an extra $500 to $1,000 a month change anything in your life? As I continue to climb, my coach, Coach Sheila, and we're not making no financial claims. She's all the way up to vice president. So I'm gonna give you a minute to count up how many bonuses. She's got every bonus up until then, and that's my mentor. That's my coach. Nikki and I know we going right where she going. When she move, we move just like that. I told y'all about the exotic vacations. We're going. I'm gunning for Turkey this month. Okay, I've already qualified for the Leadership Academy. Oh baby, we're gonna go all the way, Nikki. We going all the way through this year. Okay, we going on these vacations because why not? And let me tell you why I know. Let me take this down because I don't need that anymore. You know why I know? Because the products. Somebody say the products. The products that I wanted to save for last are products that you use every day. Like I forgot to put on some perfume. Do you know I no longer have to go to Nordstrom's, Macy's, and all those different places and buy exotic perfumes and colognes because I got what you need, baby. I got so many different fragrances. I have my own fragrances. I have a rose favorite fragrance that I just love. I think this is one of Nikki's favorite. I'm not sure. This is my favorite. This is her. Like we got it, baby. You looking for it? We got it here. I got all kinds of fragrances here, baby. Can I? No, I ain't telling y'all that. Y'all know too much of my business. We got toothpaste. So let me just give you a day in the life of me in pharmacy. I get up in the morning. I brush my teeth with pharmacy toothpaste. I then wash my face with my 5-step facial cleansing system. Pharmacy. So I'm just stay with me because I'm getting paid. Because I want you to understand that this business is different because all we're teaching you how to do is to transfer your buying habits. Transfer your buying habits. Stop going to Walmart, CVS, Dwayne Reed, the Piggly Wiggly, and all the places you go to buy the things you need. All we're saying is that bring that money back into your house. Give it to your children and your children's children. So I brush my teeth. I then did my 5-step facial cleansing system. I used my calendula cleansing system. This is part of it. I'm just pulling some stuff out that I have around. And then I took a shower with my own soap. And then a lot of stuff's in the bathroom. I then put some of my almond body wash on, came out and lotioned myself up with my almond butter. Okay. And then I ran downstairs and got me a cup of mushroom coffee. Every product that I'm explaining to you now are products that you use every day. But the difference between me and you is I'm using my own products. And every time I use it, I get paid. I get them for 50% off. They're luxury products at warehouse pricing. Oh, wait a minute. I come back upstairs, right? And because I have pain, now, I told y'all I'm 61 years old. I don't use Bengay. I rub myself down with the horse Fedra because I'm trying to lose weight. I take this stuff and I rub it on my belly, baby. I digress for a minute. I'm gonna be skinny to some. I'm just letting y'all know. Anyway, I keep on moving. I wash my hair. When I took my braids out, I washed it with my own shampoo. Like, can we talk? And then if I decide I want to put some makeup on, guess whose makeup I use? My own makeup. We are the #1 makeup company in the world. So I'm saying all that to say, if you're looking for an opportunity, I know I've been kind of dramatic because I'm so excited. I'm so passionate about this company. But if you're looking for an opportunity to make some income, if you are looking for a way to make some income, if you want to attach yourself to some luxury products at warehouse pricing, if you know your friends brush their teeth, if you know your friends take a shower, if you know your friends wear perfume and cologne. Oh, and men, don't think this is a ladies' company. We got men who are making so much money over here. We have a men's line that we can't keep on the shelf. And we have some men who understand that women could be their customer. You know, the people who invented dog food didn't necessarily eat it, but they still make money from it. Let's just leave that right there. So tonight, as we close out, and I'm right on time, I want to let you know that tonight is your night, not tomorrow. Tonight is your night, and tonight you can get started for just $5. Somebody say $5. $5. You can start for $5. Hey, Coach Sheila, I think Coach Sheila was in the building. I missed her over on Instagram. $5. So instead of going out and buying that $5 foot long, you take $5, and we're going to give you a full bottle of our reviving shampoo for $5. But more importantly, you're going to be registered in the business. And then you and I are going to talk, and I'm going to take you on a shopping experience. I'm going to help you buy your first order, your toothpaste, your soap, your lotion, your perfume, your makeup, man, I didn't even talk about the nutritional products. Baby, right now, I'm sipping on the cocktail, and inside this cocktail is a product that we have called Aloe Glow. Okay, this is like a washing machine for my stomach. Also in here is another product called L-carnitine. This product turns my fat to fuel. Inside here also are my hydro drops. This product right here, it has hydrochloric acid in it. Skin, hair, skin, nails, and healthy bones. Okay. Also, I put inside of here because my nose is constantly running some of my electrolyte mix. Okay. I took and put inside of here 2 of my Radiant Mind gummies because I am 61 years old, menopausal, and I have brain fall. So this helps me not to have brain fall. Before I go to bed tonight, I'm going to take some of my calcium magnesium, okay, because it helps me sleep better at night. Also, I put inside of here some of my recharge. It's too far to reach back, but we have a product called Recharge where it helps to give you energy. All I'm saying to you is, the products are the products that you're going to go somewhere and buy anyway. Most of the products that we have are essentials, everyday essentials that you're going to use anyway. And for $5, you can align yourself with a company where not only can you get 50% off luxury products, but you can build a business as big as you want to or as small as you want to. Oh, you don't want to deal with people? No problem. Just be a retailer. Get the website and tell your friends that they can no longer have to go to Walmart. They can get their toothpaste from you. So with that being said, right on the bottom of the screen, you see my partnerwithdory.com. If someone else invited you to their live, please don't go to partnerwithdory.com. Go back to the person who invited you to this live and tell them, please send me your link. I want to join tonight for $5. There is no way, shape, or form, even if it don't work. Can we talk? Even if it don't work, you ain't even going to remember that $5. But what I will tell you is when the person who invited you here, you see them jump on that plane in the Maldives, you see them in a hot air balloon in Turkey, you're going to be saying, Dad, all I had to do was get them that $5. $5, but I went and bought me a hoagie. Damn. Make a good decision tonight. It's been a pleasure. I am so excited. I'm having so much fun. I can't wait to get off this live so I can disrobe, if you know what I mean, because I am hot. and I'm ready to take it down for the night, but I'm actually going to finish doing my personal development. Some of you may be getting a phone call from me. All I'm saying is just answer the phone, and I will see you out here on these internet streets. Take care and have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.